My name is Diana. I live in the beautiful state of Florida. I'm from Colombia, South America, and I love Colombia and I love here, Florida. My husband name um, is, and it always will be, Nathan, Nathan, and I repeat it like that because he was so like he want me to repeat that Nathan. He loved his name and I love his name too. We had been together. We worked together for 26 years and married 24. Actually, days before he passed away, um, we were we supposed to be celebrating our 25th anniversary, and sadly that never happened. Um, but he was a character. I love him, and as I say to my daughters, I'm gonna be always his wife. Um, Nathan was full of joy, full of life. He was the kind of person that when you go to a place and and you hear someone that is talking loud and laughing loud, you knew that was Nathan. You knew that he was there. He was full of life. And his personality was the thing that attracted to me the most. He made me feel safe. He made me feel secure. And I always gonna um, miss that a lot. So that was Nathan, and I know that even though he's not here with me physically, he is in heaven still watching over me and watching over our daughters. And actually, I have him here on a little bit of jewelry that I carry with me all the time. My husband, um, Nathan, he passed away on December 29 last year, 2021. I had been widow. Actually, today is gonna be, I counted by weeks. It's gonna be 12 weeks. So it's very, very recent. And I call myself widow. And it's something that I had never ever imagined in my life that I would have to go through this process and call myself or be myself now in this community that no one wants to join, but we are here. And the way it was very sudden. It was a heart attack. He had some conditions that seems like he was developed for many years. But as much as we love our husbands, sometimes for X or Y reason, they don't share a lot of information with their wives. And seems like Nathan have conditions that they were not well taken care of, and it brought him to the point and he had a heart attack. It was everything happened so sudden. We were in a meeting in the morning, and then we finished that meeting around noon. He went to show houses actually, and I went with my daughters to do some errands. And then, like around 3 p.m., I received a phone call from his phone, but it was not Nathan. It was a doctor from the hospital, and it's just like that. Is we need to inform you that your husband passed away, and it just at that moment you don't even. That's a phone call that you never expect to have, and you never expect to receive, and of course you are never going to be prepared for that kind of conversation. I can say that in a second our lives had changed. In a second, um, the goals and the dreams and the expectations for the future, I could say it changed, and it has changed us as a me as a person, my daughters too, and it's gonna change. We always gonna have Nathan present in our lives. We always gonna love him, and that's something that is gonna be there until we die too. We are a lot of people going through this pain, and there is a lot of people that is not aware of this kind of pain. And actually, now that I'm widow, this is something that we had to pay more attention because widows or widowers, we have a lot of needs that sometimes has been overlooked because it's a lot of singles, it's a lot of couples, it's a lot of divorcees. But for us now to try to find our place in society is very hard because we are no couples, we are no singles per se. We still love the person that we love. If you happen to know someone that lost a husband or wife, just reach out. Reach out in a very delicate way. Don't ever please say, I understand your pain. Because in reality, you do not understand our pain. The way we grieve is different for every one of us because the relationship that we have with our husbands or wife is different, is unique. That first week since he passed over the holidays before New Year, it was really hard. So I just felt and I was drowning in my with my crying, in my pain, in my sorrow. And I went online and I started looking for information and I came across with Caroline Moore and Mother Widows Club a week after. And since then, it has been an amazing journey and they are the real deal. They had during these last weeks, they had helped me in a very good way, in a very huge way. It was like the light at the end of the tunnel that I was in during that first week that I didn't know what to do. It has helped me, even though it has been just 12 weeks, to at least find a little bit of balance in my new life. It has helped me to see that if another widows had gone through this process and had been to kind of find a new balance in the new life, it gives me hope. They have a excellent website and they have resources for us, widows and widowers, but they also have resources for people who is helping the widow or widower with this process. So you can educate yourself and you can learn how you can actually help us and how can you actually help other people that is going through the same pain. And I know that there is another ladies out there that they need this because I was one of them 12 weeks ago. And now there is people dying every single day. So there is that need. Nathan was, is, and he always will be um, the love of my life. Um, I'm not moving on and moving forward with Nathan. And I am grateful for the time that God gave me with him. And, and I'm grateful for the teaching moments, for the things that I learned from him too. One of the things that I learned was to be bold. He was bold. One of the things that I learned from Nathan was being, um, even if things were not easy, he always was, let's go do it. Let's go make things happen. And in life, I think you need that.
You need, because life is not easy. And now more than ever before, we learn that we had to survive with our loved ones. But loved ones help us or taught us these life skills that now we can apply even when they are not here. So I'm trying to keep his memory alive, his legacy alive, and it was a beautiful journey. And until I see you again, Nathan.